this year I think I learned a lot this year with time management and planning and just getting organized, how much more productive I can be. So this new year I am going to share with you the things that I do with my planner, with time management. Things are changing, things are shifting in my family, and so things need to change. The way I do things need to change so that it can work better. The way I was doing things is just not working anymore, and so I need to change things. It's just the way it is. If you do the same thing the same way every single day of your life forever and ever, then that means that there's no growth, there's no change happening, and you want change. You want to be able to have to change the way you do things, because that just shows that things are moving in your life and things are changing, and you have to grow with that change, and that's exciting. So I realized this year, because I've been struggling trying to maintain doing things the way I've always done them, and I realized that I just need to make some changes. So that's what's going to happen in 2022 with the way I keep my house together, with the way I work, with other things that I haven't planned, that I've been planning. And so I'm going to take you along on the journey, and I hope that you can teach me some things. If you have any tips on whatever it is I'm talking about in those videos, leave them in the comments. Let me know. I can use all the help. Stay tuned for videos on planners, time management, housekeeping. I am working a part-time job now, which is at our company, at our business. I'm working half a day now to help my husband out, because there's a lot of new adventures happening in our family with business and work. So I am jumping in to help him half a day every day, Monday through Friday. So that's where there's a lot of shifting happening with the way I do things at home. I just have to change things. It's not working out. I'm stressing out. I'm being overwhelmed, trying to get everything done the way I've done it before, and then adding a part-time job on top of that. Now that's just, I had to like step back and see, what am I doing? Okay, I've just been listening to some YouTube videos. Gloria is watching TV. I started doing some laundry. Still in my PJs, not even wearing shoes. It is 10:30 in the morning. Gloria's having toast. She wants milk, so I'm gonna give her some milk. Because if she leaves her toast unattended in the living room, Bob will eat it. So I'm gonna get her a cup so that she can drink her milk. But I've cleaned my son's room, and I'm doing a load. I'm gonna do my son's laundry, which he should do his own laundry, but I'm just being nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for him. And right now I'm just gonna get Gloria some milk. Okay, so I went ahead and changed. Still wearing comfortable clothes. I'm wearing a t-shirt and some cotton leggings. Did my makeup a little bit. Still wearing a bun. But I'm going to cut this potato. I'm gonna dice it up. I'm gonna dice tomatoes, dice onions and jalapenos, and it's gonna all cook together, and then we'll add some eggs, and it's gonna be delicious. So just hop along. The potatoes get a little brown before you add this, because that's going to take a lot longer to cook than your veggies. But while that happens, I'm going to make the flour tortillas. So let's get to this side of the kitchen. Okay, so I have 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. I'm going to add, and I've always just eyeballed this, so I'm going to measure. This is 1 teaspoon, and that's about how much I usually put in my palm. So it's about a teaspoon of baking powder, and I do about the same in salt. So about another teaspoon in your salt, or another teaspoon of salt, maybe a little bit less than a teaspoon. So, you know, just kind of do that. And then just mix it up really well. And then I will do 1/3 of a cup of oil. This is canola oil. You can use vegetable oil. I've never tried it with olive oil, but you could give that a try. Traditionally, you use lard, but I haven't used that since, you know, my mom used to make our tortillas with lard, and they were delicious. To this day, she uses oil now, but to this day, her tortillas are the best. So you want to mix up the oil into the flour mixture really well till it becomes kind of like clumpy like that, where you can clump it together, but then it falls apart anyways. So get it nice and good. And there we go. I turned off the potatoes so they don't burn on me because they were cooking kind of fast. Okay, so now I have hot water here. Let it run as hot as you can. My mom used to heat up water in the pot, but I just get it as hot as I can from my faucet, as hot as my hands can handle. So just get your water as hot as you can handle it with your hand, or you can use a mixer. I've used a mixer before, but I'm gonna use this. So put about half of, I have about a cup and one full cup and a fourth of a cup in here. So mix it up. It's gonna get very sticky, and you know it's done when none of the flour sticks to your hand or your bowl. And if you add too much water, and that's what I did, just add some more flour. I haven't done tortillas in a long time, so I'm gonna add some more flour to this, just a little bit. So let me just grab some flour in my... Okay, so I have about 1/4 of a cup here. I'm not even gonna use all that. I'm just gonna sprinkle it. It's coming together really well already. Just keep mixing it. It's already coming off of my hands. I think I put just enough water. So it's actually just a little bit less than a cup of water. So just, you know, see how it's all just coming off my hands. That's what you want when the dough does not stick to your hands anymore, and you can clean the side of your bowl with your flour. So there we go. I'm gonna let this rest while the potatoes cook, and then we're gonna make our tortillas. Super simple, guys. Back to our potatoes. They are cooking. There we go. Let them get brown. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my veggies. My potatoes are not quite done, but they are, you know, browning up a little bit. So I'm gonna throw my veggies in there. This is when it starts to smell delicious. You can also add garlic to this if you wanted to. I'm not, because I don't have any. I do have garlic powder, but yeah. Okay, so here's a little secret, a little tip. There's the potatoes cooking. Let me show you something really quick. You can skip all the chopping part and just use some of this paste picante chunky salsa. It's gonna taste literally the same. I've done it before. I completely forgot I still had some. I should have used this and so I could finish this jar, but I didn't. So you can either do the fresh veggies, chop it up, because you're also gonna add a little bit of tomato sauce once it's more fully cooked, but I didn't. So you can use this can or this jar, just enough to maybe about 1/3 of a cup or something, maybe a little bit more, depending on how spicy you want it. Or go through all the work, chop up some tomatoes, onions, and jalapenos. It's up to you. Just thought I'd share that tip. I wish I had remembered I had it, but I didn't. So I'm gonna open a can of beans. Now, I would normally make my own beans, but we don't eat a lot of beans here. It's just me and my husband. My kids are not crazy about beans, so I've been buying canned beans. This is my favorite brand, Rosarita spicy jalapeno one. It's not even that spicy. It's delicious. This is the brand I like when I go with refried beans. My son actually will eat these. He won't eat my beans, but he'll eat these beans. So Rosarita spicy jalapeno, or any of their flavors, but this is the one I go to when it's refried beans. If I want charro beans. And I don't want to make a whole pot of beans because it's only going to be me and my husband. I buy La Costeña charro beans. These are the best. I just discovered these a few weeks ago, and I'm so glad I did because they are so good straight out of the can. Delicious, delicious. So I'm gonna put these away for another time, but I'm gonna make these refried beans to go into our tacos this morning. Actually, it's gonna be like a late lunch. I mean, early lunch, late breakfast, brunch. But I'm gonna go ahead and open this can and put these in a little pot. Okay, so once your potatoes are good and cooked, go ahead and add your tomato sauce. And you can leave the tomato sauce out. You don't have to add that because this is good already. But I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons. Just mix it up. This is so good. Once the tomato sauce is kind of like cooked off a little bit and it's nice and thick, then we can add our eggs to this. I'm gonna add some salt. Now you can make your eggs on the side and have a plate with eggs, your potatoes and beans, or you can mix eggs in here and make like an egg scramble. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of oil because I don't want my eggs to stick to my pan. Just a little bit right there, and I'm gonna throw my eggs in there. Let them cook up a little bit, and then I'll mix them up. Okay, these are done. I'm gonna turn them off. They'll finish cooking up in the heat. Let's do our tortillas. So for this part, you're gonna need a little bit of extra flour just to put on your tabletop, your flour that you did. You're gonna do a little size, small little balls, depending on how big you want your tortillas. This is about how big I make mine. Gotta make them a little flat, just like that. You want to make sure they get coated in some of that flour you put in there. And you just roll them, and then make sure your griddle is nice and hot. It's got to be nice and hot. Alright. Let's put it in their griddle. Let that cook. My mom made these every single day for us. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was a staple in our house. It still is when we go over to go visit her and she makes us a meal. There's always tortillas on the table. It is just something that we grew up with, and just the smell of them cooking reminds me growing up. Okay, so now let's come over here to the griddle so you can see it. Here's the first one. I'm gonna put the next one here. I'm gonna let them get a little brown. They're gonna start to bubble. Bubbles are good. Sometimes they get really big. You just want to pat them out so they can deflate. But this one's getting nice and brown spots already. Have a nice clean towel so you can keep them warm, or if you have a tortilla warmer. I don't have one. I should get myself one. There we go. That looks pretty. Make my taco now. My breakfast taco. Oh my goodness, so good. I have my tortilla here. I'm going to start with some of my refried beans, and I'm also gonna add my potato and egg. It's gonna be delicious. And there you go. Awesome. You can add some more salsa to this. I'm gonna eat this with my coffee, and it's delicious. Give it a try. Let me know if you do, and Hope you guys try it. I'm making some shrimp in my air fryer. I got these. Great value butterfly shrimp, already breaded. About 10 minutes in the air fryer. Halfway down, about 5 minutes, I'll take them out and shake them and then put them back in for the remaining 10 minutes. So let's see how they come out. I've never done these on the air fryer. I just got this air fryer, so we'll see how well it works with frozen breaded shrimp. Ooh, nice. Nice, delicious. I'm gonna give these a try. Got some of this cocktail sauce. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Real hot. Real good. Okay. Frozen breaded shrimp in your air fryer, 400 degrees, about 10 minutes. So put them up for 10 minutes. At 5-minute mark, take them out, shake them, put them in the rest of the remaining 10 minutes, and they're good to go. Delicious. So now I'm gonna try some egg roll. These are frozen pork egg rolls. Just try them out on the air fryer since it's already out. So I got 4 frozen egg rolls. I'm gonna keep them at 400 degrees and let's do 15 minutes. Halfway, you take them out and shake them. It's halfway, I'm gonna take it out, shake them up, and then we'll continue. Super easy. Okay, these are still cold inside, so we're gonna put them back in. And maybe like 5 more minutes. So that was 15 minutes, so I'm guessing, I guess 20 minutes would have been a better, let's do 5 minutes. Okay, so let's give these another try. Let's check out if they're cool or hot enough now. Let's cut another one open. Let's cut this one. Hot. Ooh, yep, these are hot. Okay, I'm gonna let these cool down and then we'll give them a try. They're good. I mean, they're good, but they're not the best egg rolls anyway. I could use some sweet and sour sauce, but they're good. They came out really well. They're nice and crispy. So I would totally do another brand of egg rolls and try another brand. I'm not too crazy about the flavor on this one, but they're not bad. I liked what the air fryer did, and we'll see what else we can put in here. I want to do some buffalo wings in here.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay. It is, what time is it? It is 7 o'clock. I made some of these little frozen pizza rolls, Totino's pizza rolls in the air fryer. I have another batch in there, 15 minutes. Halfway through those 15 minutes, take them out, shake them, and then put them back in. So I've done a lot of things on my air fryer today. I'm also heating up some menudo that we ordered from a local Mexican restaurant to eat tonight. And then we're gonna sit down and watch a movie. So I'm gonna cut this video here now. Happy New Year. Let's hit 2022 hard. Let's be productive and let's grow. Okay, I'll see y'all later.